He's rich, he's handsome, he's got a helicopter, but is he also a master manipulator? Welcome to 50 Shades of Gaslighting, where we peel back the layers of Christian Grey's charm to reveal the unsettling truth about his tactics. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about romance, because in this series we are exposing the subtle and not so subtle ways Christian uses gaslighting to control Anastasia. Part 1 starts now, and trust me, you are going to want to stick around for this one. Let's get to it. Number 1. I'm just a helpful control freak. Christian Grey starts with a classic gaslighter opening move, fake concern. His tone drips with authority as he commands Anastasia to drive carefully. This isn't heartfelt worry, it's an assertion of control. By framing his demands as care, Christian makes Anna second-guess her own ability to make safe decisions. It is as if she's been cruising around recklessly her whole life, just waiting for him to swoop in and save her from her own inability to operate a motor vehicle. This tactic isn't about her safety, it's about planting the idea that she needs him to navigate even the simplest parts of her life. Thanks, Christian. Next time, maybe let her figure out how to buckle her seatbelt solo. Number 2. The misleading compliment gambit. Nothing says romance like a backhanded compliment. Christian telling Anastasia, I'm glad Miss Kavanagh couldn't do the interview. Sounds sweet until you realize it translates to, you weren't my first choice, but you will do. Gaslighters love this tactic because it's a 1-2 punch. First, it hooks the victim with fake flattery. Second, it makes them crave validation. Anna walks away glowing from the compliment, but somehow feeling like she has to prove she's worthy. Genius move, Mr. Grey. Evil genius, but genius nonetheless. Number 3. Overbearing politeness as a weapon. Christian's over-the-top politeness isn't about manners, it is psychological warfare. He is the kind of guy who holds doors open so dramatically you start to wonder if you are incapable of walking through one yourself. When he insists on adjusting Anna's coat, the message is clear: you are too clumsy to dress yourself. Gaslighters love making their victims feel small under the weight of their kindness. It is a twisted way of saying, without me, you would be a disaster. Number 4. The I know you better than you do trap. Christian's favorite pastime, reading Anna's thoughts. He loves pointing out her nerves or catching her off guard with his psychic insight. Is he genuinely perceptive? No. This tactic isn't about understanding her. It's about making her think she's an open book while he is the unreadable tome. Gaslighters thrive on this imbalance. The result, Anna is left feeling exposed and unsure of herself. Number 5. Subtle mockery disguised as banter. If sarcasm were an Olympic sport, Christian Grey would win gold. When he teases Anna about her recorder setup or chuckles at her questions, it's not light-hearted fun. It's condescension wearing a tuxedo. This kind of playful mockery chips away at self-esteem while pretending to be harmless. Gaslighters know that if they make you laugh while feeling dumb, you will focus on the joke and not on the insult. Pushing boundaries with helpful offers. Christian's helpful gestures, offering internships or showing up uninvited, aren't about generosity, they are about control. He frames himself as a problem solver, but the problems he's solving often didn't exist until he appeared. It's the classic gaslighter tactic of creating dependency. By the time Anna realizes she's being roped in, pun intended, she's already knee-deep in his web of favors. Number 7. Using ambiguity as a power tool. Varied interests, mystery. Translation: I'm going to make you guess until your brain turns into a spaghetti. Christian's cryptic responses are less about mystery and more about keeping Anna off balance. Gaslighters love ambiguity because it forces the victim to fill in the blanks, and spoiler, they'll often fill those blanks with self-doubt. Anna spends more time decoding his riddles than questioning why she's even trying. Number 8. Shifting roles. Predator versus protector. Christian's mood swings are dizzying. One moment he is a charming protector holding her coat, the next he is a cold CEO staring her down like she owes him rent. This unpredictability is a classic gaslighting tactic. By alternating between predator and protector, Christian ensures Anna is constantly tiptoeing, never sure which version of him she'll face. It's emotional whiplash at its finest. Number 9. Playing the too perfect to question card. Let's be real. Christian Grey's wealth, looks and confidence make him hard to question. Gaslighters often use their perceived superiority to squash doubts. Anna, dazzled by his charm, dismisses her instincts. He's accomplished so much. Maybe he's always right. Newsflash, success doesn't equal infallibility, but gaslighters count on their victims believing otherwise. Number 10. Blurring reality with power dynamics. Christian's world is all-consuming, whether it's his towering office, relentless presence, or financial leverage. He dominates every space he enters. Gaslighters create a reality where their influence is inescapable, making their victims feel small and dependent. By the time Anna realizes she is questioning her own decisions, she's already lost in Christian's perfectly crafted universe. My final thoughts. So there you have it, 10 chilling examples of gaslighting courtesy of Mr. Grey himself. But we have only just scratched the surface. Christian's manipulative tactics are as plentiful as his private jets. Please subscribe and join me for part 2 where we will expose even more of his controlling behavior. Until then, stay vigilant, stay empowered and don't let anyone dim your shine.